I went home and was in agonizing pain. Pain medication wasn't working, and I couldn't even touch my scalp without whining. I would wake up from my sleep in pain. As I was taking out the braids, basically in tears, and I have a very high pain tolerance. Oh my goodness. Hey y'all, it's Treya, and I'm back with the horror story, with the horror story, with the horror story. I'm back. With the horror story, with the horror story. Do I need to work on my woe? Because I've been thinking, like, I don't know if I'm really killing it when I woe. Like, I don't really know. Maybe I need to work on it. Let me know on Instagram. Anyways, hey guys. So, y'all know it's Friday. And Friday means y'all get a natural hair horror story. Horror story. A natural hair horror story. Oh my God, did I just add a part to the song? Okay, so you guys are getting a natural hair horror story. If you don't know what natural hair horror stories are, girl, where you been? Where you been at? I do have a series called Natural Hair Horror Stories where I allow you guys to email me your craziest, and it gets pretty crazy, okay? Your craziest natural hair horror story, and I feature it, I share my thoughts, and I used to let you guys weigh in the comments. That was before YouTube disabled them. They said no more. So now you guys can chat with me over on my community tab or over on my Instagram at iamtraeh. So go and follow your girl, chat with me over there, because the comments don't look like they're coming back. So we just need to roll with it, okay? You guys know I've kind of been switching it up and giving you guys the natural hair nightmares, which are kind of like the natural hair horror stories, but it's a little spin-off. Those are the stories that come from like Instagram or Facebook that you guys tag me in that you want me to feature, not necessarily emails that I get from you guys. But this is a natural hair horror story, which is an email from one of you, and this story, girl, the pictures, okay, the pictures. Just go and get your snacks, okay? Get comfortable, because this one was pretty bad. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking and let's jump into the story. Okay, so as always, we're gonna put the email here so that you guys can read it along with me. So the email says, "Hi, Ms. Treya. My name is Rain, and I'm 17 with a natural hair horror story that has traumatized me, and I'm paying for it still to this day." Girl, so not only did she have a natural hair horror story, she's still going through the after effects. So it's one of them. She says, "I've always been natural. I've never had a perm or anything. My mom taught me at a young age that curls are beautiful and always will be. Go mama, go mama." Before getting into the story, here are some details about my hair. My hair is very thick, like always breaking blow dryers thick, girl. Who knows the struggle? Give this video a thumbs up if you've ever broken the combs on the blow dryers, because I know I have one too many times, but it is what it is. This is pertinent to the story since I've learned from a young age that braiders / other hairstylists can't always use the same products or ways of doing things on my hair that they do others, which is key. Everyone's hair is different, so of course stylists will have to alter their products or their techniques to be able to work with your hair. It is what it is. Now on to the story. So it's a month before I start my senior year of high school, and I still need to take my cap and gown photos for the yearbook. At the time, I couldn't do slick backs, and I used every excuse in the book to get my parents to let me get a sew-in for the first time. Don't y'all know, like, whenever it's a big event, we always want to go out the box and try something new. We don't want to stick to our usual, okay? Because we want to go in with a bang, right? So we try something different. And that don't always work out in our favor all the time. Once they finally agreed, I began to look for a stylist to do it. I knew for sure that I was going to get a closure because I refuse to get heat damage, okay? Then I found a young girl, 19, that did them in a shop for a very low price. $80 for the install. She said very, okay? She emphasized very. I mean, cheap don't always mean bad, but at the same time, expensive don't always mean great. So we'll see which way this went, but I'm sure we already know because this is a natural hair horror story, of course. I booked it and it was all good. I went in the appointment and she was so sweet. She brought an apple juice for me, and I love apple juice, okay, stylist? Fast forward to the end, I got in the car and my head was hurting pretty bad, which I expected. Girl, you already expected for it to hurt? Maybe you thought, okay, you're getting your hair braided for a sew-in. Of course, there's gonna be some tension. Later that day, my mom and I went to my sister's house, and she pointed out that there's a huge hump in the bag. Then, on to further investigation, there were huge gaps of hair where you could literally see the tracks. What? Side note, the girl requires 3 bundles and a closure, and she only used 2 and told me she used all of them. What? So you mean to tell me she used 2 and told you she used all of them? So what, did she keep the hair? That is so ratchet. My sister knows about sew-ins more than me, and she said my hair is way too thick for the standard pattern that she uses. I believe it was the circle pattern. Okay, I'm thinking like the beehive. My mom said all she was gonna do was slap tracks on top and sew the hump down. And all I'm gonna say is, mama knows best. Girl, I texted the girl, sent her pictures, and she was again very nice about it and told me to come in the next day after I take my... Wait, why are we coming in after you take the pictures? Wait, was the pictures the next day? Were the pictures the next day? Why didn't you get it fixed before your pictures? I don't get it. She did exactly what my mom said she was going to do and sent me on my merry way. I went home and was in agonizing pain. Pain medication wasn't working, and I couldn't even touch my scalp without whining. I would wake up from my sleep in pain. So I'm assuming that when you got your hair done, initially you were in pain, but not excruciating pain, hence why you went back to her. But this time I'm assuming it was worse. You said the pain medication wasn't working, you was whining, you couldn't sleep. Like, the things y'all do for these hairstyles, and I'm saying y'all because I ain't with the ish. If I'm in pain, it gotta come out. I decided enough was enough and began to take it out. I wonder how long you kept it in. Did you take it out the next day, that night? Which hurt way more since me touching where she sewed was burning. As I was taking out the braids, basically in tears, and I have a very high pain tolerance. Oh my goodness. I rarely cry from pain, not even from when I fractured my collarbone. Girl, I found my scalp bleeding from where the hump was and other places. It's healed up now. However, I went bald in the spot and the hair is slowly growing back. Just to clear up the timeline, I only had the sew in. Okay. I only had the sewing in for like 3 days. Like, I took it out the 3rd day. Y'all. These styles are costing us our hair. Like, not only are we wasting money on the style, it's like deeper than that. Like, we are losing hair. We are going bald out here. Half of us don't have our edges. Okay, I'm not gonna say half. I ain't putting this all. A quarter of us don't have our edges. We're going to hospitals, but before I go in, let me show y'all the pictures. She says to quickly explain the pictures, since it was an open wound, it's gotten infected. That's why it's crusty and yellow. So I'll insert the pictures of her actual hairstyle, and you can definitely see the hump in the back. Like, what was she doing? What was she doing? Then I'll include some more pictures. This is her hair. You can see the tracks are spaced apart. Girl, you can see the netting. Like, what is this? What is this? This stylist is really out here scamming for bundles. This girl is missing a whole bundle. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy to me. And then I'll include the pictures of her wounds. You can see the blood. Like, oh my gosh. This is just, whoo, this is crazy to me, y'all. Y'all gonna have me take another break from Natural Hair Horror Stories, okay? Because it's too much. This is too much. I can only imagine how many people really go through this. Y'all. That's why I say you really don't know who you're going to. Like, you guys can't just find a stylist by looking at her pictures. You just cannot. And I feel like that's usually what we do when we need a style. We want to find a stylist in our area. We'll go on Instagram, type in the location, like Houston hairstylist, LA hairstylist. We'll type it in on the hashtag to find the stylist. Go to their Instagram, scroll through the pictures, okay? Swipe over a little bit, check out her prices. If it match what we working with, we all for it. Like, no, we cannot do that. You can't tell that much from a picture, okay? Pictures don't tell the full story, okay? So you cannot just say, oh, she does bomb braids. last Friday's story. Yeah, you can't just say she does some bomb braids, let me go to her, she can hook me up, even if the price is right, okay? Even if the price is right, because the girl is like, okay, the price is $80, we can do $80. She does the style that I want, it's a match. No, it's not a match. So it's really up to you guys to take those extra steps, those extra measures to make sure everything is good. Because if not, you'll end up emailing me, which is fine. We do love natural hair horror stories over here, but I don't want it to be at the expense of you guys' hair, you guys' health. Like, we're good. We're good. If I can help you guys by sharing these stories so that you won't be in this situation, I feel like I'm doing my part. And I get you guys may be in a situation where, okay, you need to book like tomorrow, okay? You need to book tomorrow. You don't got time for the extra. But literally, that can be a make it or break it situation. But you guys don't want to end up going through this. Like, just for a style, don't want to have your scalp peeling back, okay? That was the other story. You don't want your scalp peeling back. You don't want to have any infections, have to go to the hospital. Like, hospital bills ain't cheap, okay? You pay more for the hospital bills than you did to get the hair done. So all in all, you losing money, you losing hair. Girl, it's too much. It's too much. So, yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I hope that your senior pictures turned out bomb regardless. If you guys have a natural hair horror story that you would like me to feature, definitely email me at sendtotraeh@gmail.com, and hopefully I will feature it next Friday. Your girl has been on a roll with the horror stories. If you guys enjoyed this video, well girl, I have a whole series, okay? You can binge watch. Here's the playlist right here, okay? Binge watch, but before you do, go and grab your snacks, okay? Get comfortable. And just watch, because it's a whole series, okay? So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.